Did you know that Japan consistently ranks among the countries with the highest sleep quality and the longest life expectancy on Earth? Not just by statistics, but by what you can see with your own eyes. In Japan, it's not unusual to meet people in their 90s, even past 100, who still walk on their own, smile easily, and wake up without pain or stiffness. They move calmly, they sleep deeply, and they don't begin every morning exhausted. This reality shocked me when I first learned about it. Because in the United States and many Western countries, the picture after 60 looks very different. Millions struggle with insomnia, restless legs, early morning anxiety, back pain before breakfast. People invest thousands of dollars into luxury mattresses, sleep trackers, supplements, pills, and gadgets, yet still wake up tired. So why is the outcome so different? For years, researchers from institutions like Harvard and several major Japanese universities studied what they called super sleepers, older adults who consistently sleep well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. They expected to find advanced technology, special supplements, unique genetics. But they were wrong. It wasn't their DNA, it wasn't medication, and it definitely wasn't expensive sleep technology. The secret was hiding in the most overlooked place imaginable: how they sleep. Not how long, not what mattress they buy, but the positions and rituals their bodies return to every single night. In Japan, sleep is not treated as something to hack or optimize. It's treated as a daily ceremony, a quiet transition from activity to rest. Over generations, Japanese elders developed 5 traditional sleeping positions, practiced almost unconsciously, that gently guide the body into deep rest. And what's remarkable is this: these positions don't just help you fall asleep faster, they influence posture, breathing, blood pressure, nervous system balance, and even long-term brain health. Modern science is now catching up to what tradition already knew. Deep sleep is when the body repairs itself. The brain clears waste. Memories are organized. Inflammation calms down. But deep sleep does not happen automatically with age. After 60, the body needs signals of safety and alignment to enter true rest, and these signals come largely from how the body is positioned. That's why Japanese elders often sleep peacefully without pills, because their bodies feel supported, grounded, and calm before sleep even begins. In this video, we'll explore 5 Japanese sleeping positions that many elders still use today. Each one serves a different purpose: calming the heart, relaxing the spine, improving breathing, protecting joints, and restoring a sense of safety in the nervous system. You don't need to adopt all of them. Even one can change how your nights feel. And once you understand why they work, you'll never see bedtime the same way again. We'll begin with the first and perhaps most gentle of all, a position centered on gratitude, calm breathing, and stillness. Japanese elders call it the sleep of longevity. 1. The gratitude. Sleep. Inorin. The sleep of longevity. There is something deeply human about the way many Japanese elders end their day. As the world quiets down and the room slowly fades into darkness, they lie on their backs. Their hands rest gently over the heart or the stomach. Their eyes close. Their breathing slows. This position is called inorin, often translated as the prayerful sleep. But it is not a religious act. It is a ritual of gratitude, a deliberate return to calm before the body lets go. To an outside observer, it may look like nothing special, but inside the body, something powerful begins to happen. When the hands rest over the chest or abdomen, light pressure stimulates the vagus nerve, the main pathway of the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the system responsible for rest, digestion, and repair. For older adults, activating this system before sleep is critical. As we age, the body spends more time in a state of low-grade stress. The heart beats faster than it needs to. Blood pressure rises subtly at night. The mind keeps replaying the day. Inorin interrupts that cycle. With slow breathing, inhaling through the nose for 4 seconds and exhaling for 6, the heart rate begins to slow. Blood vessels relax. Inflammation quiets. The body receives a clear signal. It is safe to rest now. Japanese researchers observed thousands of seniors who practiced just 1 to 2 minutes of mindful breathing before sleep. They fell asleep faster, woke up fewer times during the night, and reported significantly less nighttime anxiety. American neurologists later confirmed something similar. Longer, slower exhalations increase oxygen flow to the brain and improve memory consolidation during deep sleep, something the aging brain depends on more than ever. But beyond biology, there is a deeper layer. For Japanese elders, this posture is not a technique. It is a message to the self. Each breath becomes a quiet acknowledgement. I am still here. This day mattered. This moment is enough. After 60, when loss accumulates and time feels compressed, this practice restores something priceless, presence. Sleep stops being an escape from exhaustion. It becomes a renewal. To practice Inoran at home, nothing special is required. Lie on your back. Place a small pillow under your knees if needed. Rest your palms lightly over your heart or stomach. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4. Exhale slowly for 6. As you exhale, think of one small thing that made the day worth living. Not something dramatic, something simple. Let that thought drift away with your breath. Over time, and you may notice your heartbeat slows sooner. Your thoughts quiet faster, and mornings begin with less resistance. You're not just falling asleep, you're learning how to let go, and that may be why Japanese elders call this the sleep of longevity. 2. The tatami rest, reconnecting the body with the earth. There is something quietly humbling about resting close to the ground. In many parts of Japan, older adults still nap or sleep on tatami, thin mats made from natural straw placed directly on the floor. To a Western mind, this may seem uncomfortable, even harsh. We associate rest with softness, with thick mattresses and deep cushions, but the body does not always agree with the mind. As we move past 60, muscles naturally weaken, and joints lose elasticity. A mattress that once felt luxurious can slowly become a problem. Soft surfaces allow the spine to sink unevenly, the hips to tilt, and the neck to fall out of alignment. Over time, this leads to stiffness, back pain, and restless sleep. A firm surface does something very different. When the body rests closer to the earth, gravity works evenly. The spine stays neutral. The chest opens more fully. Breathing deepens without effort. Japanese medical researchers observed that seniors who regularly rested on tatami mats experienced noticeably less morning stiffness and lower rates of chronic lower back pain. Their sleep cycles were more stable, with longer phases of deep, restorative rest. But the true benefit of the tatami rest goes beyond alignment. The simple act of lowering yourself to the ground and rising again builds subtle strength in the hips, legs, and core. These are the exact muscles responsible for balance and independence later in life. It is movement disguised as rest. Japanese elders often say that staying close to the earth keeps the body honest. The cool firmness of the ground sends a primal signal of stability and safety. The nervous system slows, the heart rate eases, thoughts settle. This grounding effect is especially powerful for older adults who struggle with nighttime anxiety or a racing mind. The body recognizes the earth as something ancient, steady, and reliable. To introduce this practice into your own life, there is no need to abandon your bed. Start small. Try a short afternoon rest on a firm yoga mat or a folded blanket placed on carpeted flooring. Lie on your back with knees slightly bent. Rest your hands over your abdomen. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly and let each exhale sink you gently downward. Even 15 minutes like this can feel more refreshing than an hour on a soft couch. When you rise, do so slowly. Use a chair or stable surface for support if needed. This movement itself strengthens balance and coordination, essential skills that protect against falls. Over time, you may notice fewer aches in the morning, a steadier posture during the day, and a calm that lingers long after the rest ends. The Japanese have a saying, "The earth never forgets those who rest upon it." Perhaps that is why their elders age with such quiet strength. I am still here. This day mattered. This moment is enough. After 60, when loss accumulates and time feels compressed, this practice restores something priceless, presence. Sleep stops being an escape from exhaustion. It becomes a renewal. To practice Inoran at home, nothing special is required. Lie on your back. Place a small pillow under your knees if needed. Rest your palms lightly over your heart or stomach. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4. Exhale slowly for 6. As you exhale, think of one small thing that made the day worth living. Not something dramatic, something simple. Let that thought drift away with your breath. Over time, and you may notice your heartbeat slows sooner. Your thoughts quiet faster. And mornings begin with less resistance. You're not just falling asleep. You're learning how to let go. And that may be why Japanese elders call this the sleep of longevity. 3. The straight spine shisei ne, the posture of clarity. There is a quiet dignity in the way many Japanese elders sleep flat on their backs, bodies straight, arms resting calmly by their sides. This position is known as shisei ne, which can be translated as sleeping with posture. To a Western observer, it might look strict or even uncomfortable. But for those who have practiced it for years, it is neither rigid nor forced. It is a position of respect for the spine, for the breath, and for the body that has carried them through life. After 60, the spine begins to speak more clearly. Morning stiffness, neck tension, shoulder pain, a dull ache in the lower back that was never there before. Much of this discomfort comes from compression. During the day, gravity presses down on the vertebrae. If the body sleeps misaligned at night, that pressure never fully releases. Shisei ne offers relief through simplicity. When you lie on your back with the head level, shoulders relaxed, and knees gently supported, the spine returns to its natural curve. The vertebrae decompress. Nerves are no longer pinched. Muscles finally let go. Breathing changes almost immediately. With the chest open and the body aligned, the lungs expand more fully. Oxygen flows more efficiently. The heart no longer needs to work as hard. This is especially important for older adults who experience shallow breathing or mild sleep-disordered breathing. Proper back alignment helps keep the airway open, reducing nighttime strain on the heart and brain. Sleep researchers have observed that seniors who consistently sleep on their backs, with proper support, experience longer periods of deep sleep and wake with less neck and shoulder pain. They also report fewer headaches and a greater sense of mental clarity in the morning. But shisei ne is not only physical. In Japanese culture, posture reflects inner balance. Even at rest, the body mirrors the mind. To sleep aligned is to say, I am steady. I am whole. I am at peace with myself. For many elders, this position becomes a form of quiet meditation. The body lies still. The breath becomes rhythmic. The mind stops wandering. To try this posture, preparation matters more than effort. Lie on your back. Use a supportive but thin pillow under your head so your neck stays level, not pushed forward. Place a small pillow or rolled towel beneath your knees to reduce strain on the lower back. Let your arms rest comfortably by your sides or lightly over your abdomen. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale slowly for 6. With each exhale, imagine the spine lengthening, the body settling evenly into the surface beneath you. There is no need to force sleep. Alignment invites it naturally. Over time, this nightly ritual retrains posture, calms the nervous system, and teaches the body how to rest without collapse. In the stillness of shisei ne, there is an important lesson. Aging is not about surrendering to decline. It is about aligning with grace. And when the body finds its alignment, the mind follows. 4. The diagonal rest. Naname ne, gentle balance. Somewhere between sleeping perfectly straight and curling tightly on the side lies a middle path. The Japanese call this position naname ne, or the diagonal rest. At first glance, it looks almost accidental. Partly on the back, partly on the side, one knee slightly bent, one shoulder resting a little behind the other. Yet for many Japanese elders, this is the most natural way to sleep. Not forced, not rigid, balanced. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to extremes. Sleeping completely flat can place pressure on the lower back or airway. Sleeping fully curled can restrict breathing and strain the hips and shoulders. The diagonal rest solves this quietly. By tilting the body just enough, weight distributes more evenly. The spine stays long without being rigid. The shoulders relax. The chest remains open. Breathing becomes smoother and deeper through the night. Researchers studying long-term sleep patterns in older adults noticed that seniors who slept in a diagonal position experienced fewer nighttime awakenings and more stable blood pressure during sleep. The body was neither compressed nor overstretched. It was supported. This position is especially helpful for those who wake up often during the night, experience mild snoring. Feel pressure in the shoulders or hips, struggle to stay comfortable in one position for long. Naname-ne allows gentle movement without disruption. The body can subtly adjust without fully waking. To practice this posture, begin by lying slightly tilted. Not fully on your side, not flat on your back. Support your head with a medium firm pillow that keeps the neck aligned with the spine. Bend the top knee slightly and place a small pillow or folded blanket beneath it. This reduces pressure on the hips and lower back. Let one arm rest across your chest or lightly hug a pillow near your heart. The other arm can rest along your side or behind your back. As you settle, breathe slowly through your nose. Feel the chest rise gently. With each exhale, allow the body to sink into balance. Many elders describe this position as the easiest on the body. There is no sense of effort, no need to hold posture. Symbolically, Naname-ne reflects a deeper lesson. Aging is not about extremes. It is about learning when to soften and when to stay steady. This diagonal posture embodies that wisdom. It allows rest without collapse and support without tension. For those raised in cultures that value constant effort, this position can feel surprisingly freeing. Even in sleep, the body learns balance. Over time, nights become quieter. Sleep feels less fragile. Mornings begin with less resistance. The breath finds its rhythm, and the body follows. 5. The side curl. Yoko-ne, the protective sleep. There is a quiet tenderness in the way many Japanese elders curl gently onto their side at night. The knees draw slightly toward the chest. The hands rest near the face or over the heart. The body softens as if letting the day finally go. This position is called yoko-ne, often described as the protective sleep. It has been practiced in Japan for centuries and is deeply rooted in cultural memory. In Buddhist tradition, it is said that the Buddha himself rested in this position during his final moments, not as a symbol of weakness, but of peace and acceptance. As the body ages, sleep becomes lighter and more fragile. The nervous system reacts more strongly to discomfort. The heart and lungs work harder at night. Old pains surface when the world grows quiet. Yoko-ne meets the body exactly where it is. Sleeping on the side naturally aligns the spine, easing pressure on the lower back and shoulders. It helps keep the airway open, reducing snoring and easing breathing. A critical benefit, since sleep-disordered breathing becomes more common after 60. Digestion improves as gravity assists internal organs. The heart works more efficiently as circulation flows with less resistance. Japanese sleep researchers observed that seniors who slept primarily on their side experienced fewer nighttime awakenings, less lower back pain, and reduced nighttime reflux compared to those who slept flat on their backs. But comfort alone does not explain the power of yoko-ne. This posture carries emotional meaning. It mirrors the earliest position of human life. The fetal curl, a reminder of safety, of being held, of rest without effort. For older adults, especially those who live alone or carry quiet grief, this sense of protection matters deeply. The body feels contained. The breath slows naturally. Sleep arrives gently, not through exhaustion, but acceptance. To practice yoko-ne, lie on your left side, the position most often recommended for heart health and digestion. Bend your knees slightly, if not tightly. Use a medium-thick pillow to keep your neck aligned with your spine. Place a small pillow or folded towel between your knees to protect the hips. Rest one arm comfortably near your face or across your chest. Let the other support the body naturally. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale slowly for 6. With each breath, imagine warmth spreading through the body, as if the night itself were holding you. If you experience shoulder or joint discomfort, alternate sides on different nights. There is no strict rule. The goal is comfort, not perfection. Many Japanese elders say they choose yokone, not because it is the most efficient position, but because it feels the most human. And often that is exactly what aging bodies need most. The wisdom of rest. What Japanese elders teach us about aging gracefully. When we step back and look at all 5 of these sleeping positions together, something deeper begins to emerge. They are not random habits. They are not tricks for better sleep. They form a philosophy of aging. In Japanese culture, sleep is not treated as a pause between 2 busy days. It is treated as a sacred rhythm within life itself. Each position carries a message. The gratitude sleep teaches presence. The tatami rest teaches grounding. The straight spine teaches alignment and dignity. The diagonal rest teaches balance. The side curl teaches compassion. Together, they reflect a way of living that listens to the body instead of forcing it. After 60, the body changes. Recovery slows. Sleep becomes lighter. The nervous system reacts more easily. Japanese elders do not fight these changes. They respond to them with gentleness. Modern science is now confirming what this wisdom has long suggested. Quality of rest shapes quality of life. Deep sleep supports heart health. It stabilizes blood pressure. It protects memory and cognitive function. It regulates stress hormones that quietly wear the body down over time. But deep sleep does not come from effort. It does not come from chasing youth. And it rarely comes from pills. It comes from alignment, safety, and rhythm. This is why Japanese elders approach bedtime almost like a ceremony. They dim the lights slowly. They move with intention. They arrange their bedding with care. They lie down gently as if thanking the body for another day. This quiet respect transforms ordinary rest into restoration. For many people in the West, especially after retirement, health advice often focuses on doing more. More exercise, more routines, more effort. But Japanese wisdom offers a different reminder. True health after 60 is not built through intensity. It is built through consistency and kindness. You do not need to sleep perfectly. You do not need to adopt every position. Even choosing one posture that makes your body feel calmer is enough to begin. Tonight, you can start simply. Slow your breath. Align your body. Rest as if you were returning home. Because in the end, the way we sleep reflects the way we live. Calm, balanced, and grateful for every breath that carries us into the morning. And perhaps the most important question is not how long we live, but how gently we allow ourselves to rest along the way.